Yeah.
Nah,
So talk about that Yachty and Wayne joint.
now I was really like I was gonna explain to you like where I'm at, like even with the album, like you know what I'm saying, and how this album came about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like Reset came about because it's like Ransom 3, so R3 SET. You know what I'm saying? But Ransom is like releasing all new songs orchestrated by Mike Will. That's what it always stood for. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I came up with the name Ransom. And so like 2000, like you said, that dropped in 2014. So like around that 2013, 14, boom, I had a lot of songs on the radio. Then I was working with a lot of different artists, and I was just, you know what I'm saying? I was like working hard just to create a buzz. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like I'm trying to put together this collaboration with this collaboration. Like I'm trying to put Future, Wayne, and Kendrick on the track, or I'm trying to put, you know what I'm saying, Miley Wiz and Juicy J on the track, or I'm trying to put like Future and Young Thug on the track, or I'm trying to put The Weeknd, Future, and Sway Lee on the track, and we make Drinks on Us, and I do that, and that's the first ransom, but that ends up being like 20 songs, like, and that was like me really being still in a mixtape mind frame. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from that mixtape culture, so I was in the mixtape mind frame, and I was just like, yo, I had just did a deal with Interscope because I had the 23 song going, and then I was like, man, I got to drop in December. I always drop in December. Like, I'm about to drop another mixtape. Like, I'm gonna call it Ransom, but this gonna be my first album with y'all. I ain't really know the business. I was just going. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I had that deal, so I threw that out as as a project with Interscope. You know what I'm saying? And boom, it hit. It connected how I wanted it to connect in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Then boom, fast forward 3 years, I come with Ransom 2. And it was like this right here. I wanted to kind of like do like a refined version of, you know what I'm saying, what I just did. I always want to get better. Every time I come through, I wanted to be better, and I always looked at this like you know what I'm saying, like when I was younger, I used to see like Pharrell, Timbo name, Dr. Dre name, produced by Juicy J, or you know what I'm saying, one of them, and I'm like, damn, I wonder what this beat gonna sound like. I wonder how they sonically about to come, and it's like, man, shit, all right, you know what I'm saying, like, man, boom, I wanna come. I know it's a teenager out there, you know what I'm saying, waiting to see like, oh, I see Mike Will name, okay, boom, I wonder how he gonna come next, you know what I'm saying? So the first couple of projects were the buzz tool to even make them even feel like, okay, he gonna drop a project, it's gonna sound like something, it's gonna feel like something. So like this album right here, like it's 7 years later, you know what I'm saying? But during that time, it was like right after Ransom 2, I had lost my hard drives.
What
And
happened?
man, my engineer, so I used to have this thing in my mind where I'm like, I never want to carry my hard drive because I always hear about people car getting broken into and
Mm-hmm.
their hard drives getting stolen and shit. And I'm not really that organized. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, I used to let my engineer carry my hard drives, and I never wanted to touch them. Like, we used to just work, and I used to just let him leave with them. So, one time he was flying back in town, and he had the hard drives with him, and he had the backup with him in his one bag, and he left a laptop on the seat. He just went in this wing place to get some wings. Came back out, they broke into his car. They were going for the laptop, but they ended up getting the bag. Boom, had the hard drives in that joint. So I was like, man, I'm like, I hear him, and this is my engineer that does everything. So he tells me the hard drives are stolen and the backup is stolen. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going into like, I'm damn near in like a depressed state. Like I don't even know what the hell going on. I don't know what this sign is. I done went number one. I done put people on. We done won a Grammy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, man, I don't know what this is. So I started like, okay, man, boom, I gotta start this my time where I gotta start making investments. So I gotta start doing something different outside of music and forget music. You know what I'm saying? And so I started investing in like all types of shit. I was trying to build a hotel. I was trying to like invest in trucks. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
start this and start that and all kind of just different lanes. And I kept failing at that shit. And I was like, man, damn, these are all brand new industries. Like I already done failed and figured out the music shit. And now I'm at a point where like I had beginner's luck, and then I had like, okay, I'm getting good at this shit. And then I had the point where it's like, man, shit, like now I gotta master this shit. And I had to realize like, okay, I'm at this point where now it's time to master this production shit if I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So
when was this? Because you didn't feel like you had it mastered in the early 2010s, where we was talking about when you was just on that roll.
Nah, I feel like that was like, okay, he getting good at this shit.
He getting good at this.
Yeah. Like beginner's luck was like the mixtape scene. It's like then he became the man in the mixtape scene. Okay, now he's starting to get some songs on the radio. He landed some placements. Okay, he getting good at this shit. Okay, he having a hot year. Okay, he had another hot year. Okay, he had another hot year. Okay, he crossed over. Okay, oh, he got a #1. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got a Grammy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they always gonna have that something over your head. You got a #1, but do you got a Grammy? You know what I'm saying? You got a Grammy, but do you have a #1 like solo project? They always gonna dangle something over your head and this shit. It's never enough. So, like me, like I'm always in competition with myself. But when I came in, I had like a chip on my shoulder and a point to prove because I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I like whatever I lock in on, I'm trying to be the greatest at it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I lock in on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with the music, it's like a long time ago, I'm like, man, I'm trying to be one of them ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I just keep locking in with different artists, making different collaborations. I felt like it was my job to keep this shit entertaining and keep this shit fun and keep like pushing the sound and keep doing shit different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I put a production team together and I'm pushing them to always be different and always, you know what I'm saying, sonically be out the box and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm taking this to certain artists that we like to hear and then I'm pushing them on this different sound and then this shit standing out and it's eventful. You know what I'm saying? When we putting these songs together and they were being released and that's when I had to realize, like, okay, he's starting to get good at it to the next person because now they can identify with that. Like, man, when Mike Will drop, it just be something about that. When I hear that tag, like, I just know something. Like, now when you get people saying that, now it's like you're starting to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're starting to become good at it. Now it's like mastering it. It's like now I feel like, you know how, like, you first buy a video game and you play the shit and you still trying to get used to the controls and you know what I'm saying? The new 2K, it's always like you always got to get used to the new controls and shit. And it's like you start playing that My Play, spending more intricate time with it, and you really start getting your shot down pack and now you feel like when you play against anybody, you know you're gonna hit the 3. You know what I'm saying? When you cross it's just something about how you press the button or whatever. That's how I feel when it comes to production now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done figured it out. I done figured out like certain shit. So now it's like, now it's time to have fun with it. Now it's time to like, when niggas gamble on the game, like now it's time to like, okay, I could bet with this new artist right here, or I could bet with this sound right here, or I could bet with like, I could lock in with this artist and create a whole new sound. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this feels new and fresh and, you know what I'm saying? And today and everything like that. And so
I've always felt that you did that though, because like we was talking about it earlier when you first brought us Ray Shremmer. We never heard anything sound like that before, right? These two young kids, and they just had a different sound and no flex zone, and you know there were people that was on the fence about it, but you had the vision. How do you know that like that new sound is gonna work, or where does that instinct come from?
Because like I feel like this hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and like hip hop, we always want the new, like, you know what I'm saying. We always want the new. Whatever it is, the new car, the new shoes, the new whatever, the latest, whatever. We're going to be on the latest, you know what I'm saying? So like a new sound, and I just feel like not even only hip-hop, just worldwide, just all types of music. People appreciate art. People appreciate innovation. People appreciate new, you know what I'm saying? And I just felt like when I met Shrem, they were so like, so much energy, you know what I'm saying? So fresh, so new. Like, they're from Tupelo, Mississippi. What does that sound like? You know what I'm saying? Where is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's like, these beats are coming from the squad, like that eardrummer sound is like, we're all trying to be different. So this is gonna be the artists that we're gonna come out with. Man, y'all gotta be different. So now we pushing what we already have as a production company, now we pushing that on them. And these dudes are already talented. They can already do so much different stuff. So it's like, it was fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they lock in with this producer, me, this producer, that producer. I'm getting beats from some of the peers, you know what I'm saying, bringing it back to them, you know what I'm saying, we challenging them with their bars or like pushing them, like they young, so at the same time we want them to have fun. We want this to feel like, damn, like this shit came out of some kind of basement or like some kind of bedroom, you know what I'm saying, and that was the intent back then. But like you said, some people were on the fence about it, so when people are on the fence about it, I don't feel like, yo, he good at this shit yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when they start like, man, I already know how he coming. Like now you getting good at this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when they saying I already know how he coming, and then you prove him right, and then that shit, you know what I'm saying? And you stay consistent at it. Look at Pharrell. Look at Timberland. You know what I'm saying? Like stay consistent at it, and you keep growing. Like same with Juicy J. Like it's like I feel like that's when it's like, oh yeah, these dudes have mastered it. You know what I'm saying? And
how do you get artists like to kind of get outside their comfort zone and get into another pocket? Because like recently you was working with Coi Leray,
right,
and you helped do the EP that she put out.
Right.
It was dope.
Yeah.
You know, and you could tell that she was experimenting or doing different sounds, getting in different pockets.
Right.
And I would like to think, I don't like to assume, but I would like to attribute that to her working with you.
Yeah, nah, for sure. She definitely came through the studio, the William in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And then like me, her homegirl Alondra, my guy True, my guy Mel, you know what I'm saying? We all locked in there, and that's really what we're like pushing the whole time, like, man, yo, how we can do something different, how we can do something different. And Coi, you know what I'm saying, she has a lot of energy, like, so boom, she hearing different beats, she just going in and just laying down different references, and then anything that stuck out, like she was going in, like writing it and just perfecting the records. But she's another one that also likes to like be different, and you know what I'm saying, and is like, I told her, man, she like almost like, it's like almost like hood Disney, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's like that shit that we can like bump on the radio, bump in the culture, you know what I'm saying, but then at the same time it's like, so it could be like so crossover, you know what I'm saying, there's no limits to it too. So I don't know, when I really don't want to work with an artist if they don't really want to get out their comfort zone, or like get out they like normal different thing. Like if it's like, yo, I want you to come in and give me what I did on my last joint, you know what I'm saying, what's the point of us working? Like, you know what I'm saying, I might as well just be a fan of your last joint and the next joint you about to put out. But like me, I feel like as a producer, I'm more like an innovative thinker, like, you know what I'm saying. So like I'm trying to come in and collaborate, and like, you know what I'm saying, and like once, and I feel like that's what that tag means. It's like, okay, boom, there's about to be some different shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's pay attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I didn't even know I wanted this from this artist, but this is what I always wanted from this artist, but I never knew I wanted this. But, you know what I'm saying? This is exactly what I was looking for type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's been good. Like, I feel like all the artists that I pretty much have worked with are like that. You know what I'm saying? They I see something else in them. And you know what I'm saying? And then I'm always that guy in the room that's always trying to do something different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, By the World was different for Future at the time. So was Itching, you know what I'm saying? And so was.
Sure was.
Yeah. And so was like anything that we did. And I feel like that's what creates a wave, you know what I'm saying? Same with Shrimp, same with Humble, with Kendrick. If you just take a step back and just look at the, like, just the eardrummer wave, and you just, like, look at, like, you know what I'm saying, like all the ground that the production company has covered, you know what I'm saying? It's always like an artist different joint, and it's always, and like with like a lot of our favorite artists, from like Beyonce Formation, you know what I'm saying, to Roddy Ricch the Box, to Sway Lee doing Sunflower, you know what I'm saying? That's different for Post, you know what I'm saying? Like for Kendrick Lamar Humble, or DNA. You know what I'm saying?
And these is hit records we talking about. We ain't just being different just to be different. You being different with a purpose.
With a purpose.
Yeah.
Like, we still trying to make a hit. Because
Right.
we still referencing people like Pharrell and Timberland and Juicy J and like people like that. Like, these are hit makers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's still like, man, it's still like the goal is that. But it's like, don't just be different where it's like, man, it's hard on the ears, like, you know what I'm saying?
And I think people try to do that. Oh, I'm gonna be different. And they go all the way left. It's hard for them to come back and connect.
Yeah.
But you find that spot, that good middle ground where it's like, we're gonna be different. We're gonna take you outside your comfort zone, but it's still gonna be a hit. It's still gonna be you.
I feel like being different is the best way to be different is just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's the hardest thing for a lot of people to do. Cause it's like a lot of monkey see, monkey do shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like that's what made hip hop. Cause everybody was like on some like look at me type shit. Everybody was like, me and my crew, we coming like this. Me and my crew, we coming like that. Me and my crew, we like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was a fan of growing up. So, like, and I felt like all these different crews, I mean, from the outside looking in, I thought they were being themselves. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know a lot of those guys because they came before me. But I just feel like right now, like the easiest way to be different is just for people to just be themselves. You know what I'm saying? And like leaving that DNA. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like, okay, what you gonna like? What do you? If I come to that J1 block, what am I expecting to hear? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? What vibe am I expecting to hear? Like if I come to that Mike Will world, like. What vibe am I expecting to hear? If I come to that eardrum world, what vibe am I expecting to hear? It's gonna go from here to here, like, you know what I'm saying. Now it's like it's like if you look at eardrummers, it's like 10, 15 of the producers, man, they got platinum records. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 of them got Grammys. Like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody got their own motion going on. You know what I'm saying? And then we might come together and form like Voltron on certain joints, and then everybody else doing their thing and everybody building their own business. Like, we just staying creative. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? As a creative, it's just like, just be yourself. Stay original. I feel like originality is that shit that lasts. Because some of these songs that we talking about, it feel like, damn, it's been 10 years. Like, I feel like that shit happened yesterday. Yeah. Because it's like, man, that shit still just carries on. And I feel like that's the shit that lasts, man. More, you know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely, man. So the project, you got the joint with Yachty and Wayne. That joint going crazy.
Appreciate that.
What songs or what collabs are you excited about? Without, you know, I know you can't give away too much, but like, what are you excited about with this upcoming project?
I'm excited about really all of it. I like the SZA Money Lawn joint. I feel like that's gonna be a joint for the ladies. I feel like the Yo Gotti Money Bag. Glorilla, you know what I'm saying? That's like a club banger for sure. Don Toliver, man, we got a special Don Toliver bag. You know what I'm saying? 21, got a song called City Limits. Like, man, that shit hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I feel strong about this. I picked these 9. I'm only going 9 songs. All the rest of my albums were like, I guess 18 plus 20 or some. 20, something like that. It was something like that. It was something long. And now I'm just like, man, 9 songs. Cause I've been listening to like Thriller, Michael Jackson Thriller, Prince, Purple Rain, and like Nas Illmatic. And those are like 9 song albums. You know what I'm saying?
But they all hits.
Yeah, but you go on a journey throughout them joints, and all of them stand out. So it's like, I want to do that same thing with this album. I want somebody to feel like they're going on a journey right quick. And it's like, man, boom, it's 9 songs. And it's like, man, I feel complete. But then it's like, bro, where the next one at? I'm still writing that one. I ain't mad at you. But when you drop another one, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm there. And this time, differently, we're going to tour. I never toured before. I never really did shows before. So do like a whole ransom tour where it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Good for you, bro.
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying, just popping back out, because it really came, like when you pulled up on me at my spot in Atlanta, like around that time I wasn't really even thinking about releasing music, doing music or anything. I wasn't even really interested. I would just have my TV up there, we were playing 2K, and that's all we would do every day. Pooh Shiesty might come over there and play the game all day. Young Thug might come over there, play the game all day. Gucci might come over there, watch the game all day. And you know what I'm saying, different people just coming through, but it was like new energy coming through too. It was all kind of like new artists and new producers, and you know what I'm saying, I'm hearing different sounds, and I'm trying to get back excited about it. And then it's like newer producers I started like that started standing out to me. I'm just like, you know what? Anybody who stood out to me, I'm just like, you know what? Man, you can come to the studio and record whenever you want to. You can come in here whenever you want to. You hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll tell them that. And then they'll come there and then I'll be seeing them work, but then they might be working at my pace. And it's like, nah, bro, like, I used to be hungry. I used to be, like, losing sleep. I used to, all these different people come through here. I used to be, like, connecting with all these different people. Like, y'all need to be connecting with these people. Y'all need to work with his artists. Y'all need to do all this different kind of stuff. And like, giving them that light, it put that battery in their back, and they just start slowly but surely doing it. Then my man Stan called me and told me he had a artist named Sexy Red that he wanted to work with. I'm like, man, you know what? Man, I got 2 guys that's ready, bro, for real. Like, man, give him a shot. He like, man, for sure. He like, send them down here. Mel and True go down there. They do looking for the hoes for Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, my boy Rory go down there. Him and Red, Sexy Red, already from St. Louis. But I tell Stan, like, man, Rory, you know what I'm saying? He ear drummers, you know what I'm saying? You need to send him down here. He gonna give us some hard shit. They do Hellcat SRTs. And I think they might have did Female Gucci Mane around that time or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I know he went down there and they knocked out Hellcat SRTs, and that's when she was working on that project. And boom, like, those came out. They were different joints. They stood out. And it's like, boom. Then when I was able to meet Sexy Red, when she came through the studio, we had knocked out Ghetto Princess and the Outside record. And then, boom, I knew she liked Chief Keef music, so I ended up like linking them up. He had got on Ghetto Princess, and then she had got on Money Trees, and like, I think that's the name of the salsa joint, right? Money Tree on Almighty Soul. With the joint that she got, what? Salsa,
yeah, I know
Almighty
what you're talking
Soul.
about. Yeah, that came out on his last project.
Yep. And then I had sitting a Damn Shorty when me and bro were about to drop a mixtape, when we dropped that Dirty Nacho mixtape. So yeah, it just and I really looked at them like, man, it's like some hard, like, Trick Daddy, Trina type, you know what I'm saying, link up type shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And they really just created like a whole new wave. So it's like I like over the course of time, like from the last album to like this album, it's like I had to get remotivated, you know what I'm saying? I had to fail like with these other businesses and these other industries and realize like, man, you still gonna have to deal with a human, like, no matter what industry you go in. So it's like you might as well focus on the industry that you know, and that, you know what I'm saying, God gifted you this talent, and you know what I'm saying? And I realized like, okay, I'm the raw material in this industry. And if I understand the whole product supply chain, then I can understand that, and I can teach this to my guys. And then boom, next thing you know, we're gonna just be outputting product, and all of the product is gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be just like Coca-Cola bottles, or you know what I'm saying, just like all Coca-Cola products type shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, people already know what they kind of expecting, and it's something different, fun and exciting, and man, that's what we're coming with.
Still dropping these gems, bro.
Nah, for
it's
sure.
It's good to see you again, man. It's just good to catch up. I always get something out of our conversations, man.
Nah,
congratulations on everything, my brother.
Man, love, man. Appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate it.